there, listeners and watchers of Podcast on the Go. We are now at episode 21, and for this podcast, we will be talking to one guest, a friend of mine, Chatch Calderon, an SK official, a local SK official for his barangay, and one of the things that I feared the most happened. We had lots of connectivity issues when we were recording this podcast. Aside from connectivity issues, we also had some software or program issues. And the first half, I would say, of this podcast has been. I thought it was recorded, but somehow the file got corrupted. So I'm just here gonna give you guys like a briefer overview of Chatch. As I've said, he is a SK official, and we actually met way back a long time ago through a program of the Monoboides Foundation Incorporated called Young Minds Academy. And we were from different season. I was in the season where we were engaging about learning about the development work related to the education area of engagement, while I believe that in his season, I was more involved on the governance area of engagement. So we tackled different, I would say, topics, but somewhere along the way, there are some synergies, and everything is inextricably interconnected in society, especially problems in 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 society at large. So, um, at the part of the recording where I was able to salvage the recording, it was more of the part where he was talking about the program that him and his colleagues have started in his barangay. So it's a micro, I would say, micro scale project, but a very grassroots and important project nonetheless, where perhaps not just me, but I think anyone listening would be interested to listen to or replicate in the near future, perhaps. So that's about it from my end, and I will be shifting this now to the salvage recording. So hope you guys enjoy this. Hope you guys learn something from this. Okay. Okay na. So recording na po ta. Mani ako ang backup magka-problema ng mga pre-existing apps. Katong part siguro nga magugod is katong Barangay Apas, Sangguniang Kabataan has initiated education program called
TeleTutor. Uh, so, start. See, because of the existing problems that the Sangguniang Kabataan saw, especially in the education sector, we created a project called TeleTutor, wherein we create a system wherein tutors or we create a mechanism wherein people can volunteer to become tutors, and the students, we match it with the students of Barangay Apas in order for them to to help to for the tutors to help in um, guiding the students in their classes. So it's one way to augment the project of the government in um, ensuring that the education of the students are still ongoing despite the pandemic. So ayun, ino-augment ng project ang initiatives ng government. At the same time, we ensure na the students still can have access to quality education despite the um, problem in, for example, internet access, or um, for example, walay lain nga maka-guide sa ilaha during their classes in their own homes. So mo to ang project namo so far, in terms of education and the Sangguniang Kabataan during this pandemic.
What's the qualification to be a teletutor?
The qualifications of our volunteer teachers, as long as you are a college student, or at least college students, they can apply for our as teletutors. However, we will also conduct orientation and seminars with our tutors before we actually deploy them. Kato kuya, although they are just volunteers, volunteer teachers, we would want to ensure na the students still have access to quality education through quality teachers. So ayun, we would ensure na ang teachers kay i-orient before sila tudlo, and also they are at least college level. If and also we are screening them, the tutors, to ensure na what they will be teaching is the one they are comfortable with, and at the same time the one that they have really knowledge with.
So it's purely voluntary. Is it online or offline teletutor?
Um, Technically, Kuya Vernon, it is supposedly online. However, since there are students who cannot do online na action or like tutoring, we have an option then wherein our teachers will call them. So it is tutoring through calls. So ma-guidean gihapon, or they can the tutors can guide them through calls na lang.
So is the program live na siya, or you're still having call for volunteer teletutor?
At the moment, Kuya, we are still calling for volunteer tutors because we still we want to ensure, or we want to maximize the time wherein wala pa nag-start ang classes. So we want to maximize as much, or to get as much volunteers as possible to help out in our future nga mga students. So if ever anyone who listens to this podcast wants to volunteer as well, they can still message me in Facebook, or send me sa akong personal number.
Ang mo na-identify what type of specialist and tutors needed, or is it, okay, since it caters on for now in Barangay Apas only, so do you have any idea on what type of learners or students that would be tutored? Is it elementary, high school?
Yes, Kuya Vernon. At the karon Kuya, ang among gi-prioritize ang junior high school students. So we want to focus on junior high school kay if ever we extend it or we broaden it to from elementary to senior high, it would entail a lot of resources and also um, a lot of resources, volunteer tutors, and I think personally we cannot cater to that much large number of students. So if ever now we push through with that large number, the quality of the service we will be giving would be the quality of the service would be lessened. So to ensure na the quality is still there, and at the same time we cater to our students in need talaga, we focused only on the junior high school students, and at the same time we are focusing on the students who have grades of 82 or less. So mo na ang focus nga kailangan ang students kay naa sila um ing ani nga grade nya kung unsa ang subject na ing ana ang grade kay dira mo focus ang volunteer tutors.
What help? What other help that you think you will foresee or that you'll be needing in the near future?
We are the project is in preparation to the opening of classes uh, and also kana mark in anticipation to a large number of students who will choose to have modular approach in having or like in their classes. So mo na siya ang among gina-foresee, and also we would like to lessen the dropout rates of the students. So mo nang naka come up me with this idea, and I think the next the other things or stuff that um we would like to have help from, I think, is with regards to the modules and to the access of the students to mga learning materials, because currently murag daghan kayo papers ang kailangan for this in preparation of the upcoming school year or like opening of classes, and um kana ang modules we would like to have for example mga educational materials and mga school supplies. I think it would be of great help sa atong mga students if we provide them with that. And also more time, not only I think dili ra dapat sa amo kan ang help, but also to the parents as well, to help the students or their children to have a more conducive space of learning sa ilang balay. Like for example, they would help guide the students in for example in learning how to read and write, and so I think it should be a collaborative effort by the whole community, ana.
Makes sense nga ang approach, no, kay it's mag-agad jud ta sa like decisions of government, so to keep the people safe said despite the limited resources. Click naman na imong profile.
Yes, kaya.
So ako lang i-link appeal ini ko ani ako edit and then upload, and appeal mo number naman to kita kong number sa imong post.
Yes, kaya. Nara sa poster.
Ha?
Nara sa poster. Pero i-send lang na ako gyapon.
Okay. Mas prefer nimo ang imong profile kay ma-document, no? Kasi ito yung message. Okay. So, wala kailangan i-plug, may share, call to action.
Wala na siguro kaya.
Wala to?
Bobo ra kayo.
Sige, so more siguro doon. Wala naman sa kayo questions because it's pretty straightforward. So thank you so much for taking the time this recording, Chatch. And I hope na masucceed mo sa inyong initiatives sa barangay, and hopefully daghang matabangan daghang ma-tutor ng mga struggling na mga students or learners in this time of,
After na.
Yeah. Ito?
Kuan, if ever di ay kuya kuan, if ever nga naay gadgets or like naay gadgets nga ganahan i-donate for the students, dili siya ihatag personally sa mga students. We are collecting gadgets for our community sa Barangay Apas. If you have like old gadgets na still working but you are not using that much anymore, you can donate it to our SK Council, or you can also SK page. Personally, you can also contact me if you want to donate your and old gadgets to help out our students.
Mara to siya. So, ang outro na lang ako ani ako lang i-offline kay bro ang unstable jud ang net. Mara to siya. So thank you chat. Ako lang i-end ang recording. If you made it to the end, thank you so much for watching and listening. Thank you for your patience. If you missed the previous episode 20, What's Your Ambag, please check it out on my YouTube or in Spotify or Anchor. See you guys next time. Peace.